we go. All right, guys. Yeah, looking at me from the other side. All right, go and find the end of your mat and go ahead and start to roll your shoulders. Good. Take a deep breath up and bring the hands into prayer. Just spend a few moments breathing here. Good. Step halfway back. Take a breath up. And exhale. Bring your hands behind you. Clasp your hands. Push your hips forward. And just a nice morning stretch here. Good. Step together as you inhale. And exhale. Soft fold. Just relax. Bend the knees. Round the spine. Press through your feet and come up. Good. Take a deep breath up. Step halfway back with your left. And a nice deep stretch as you open that up. And step in. And bend those knees, soft fold. Bring the hands above your knees. Sink your spine into a standing cow. Push your shoulders down. Take a deep breath here. And on your exhale, come up into standing cat. Come all the way up. Take a big breath. We're going to hinge and fold here. Just go as far as the back of your legs tell you. Don't push too far. Step back with your right foot and come up to a high lunge. Drop your hands and inhale. Exhale, straighten your legs and squeeze. And inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Up. And you have one more. Inhale as you come to lunge. Bend that front leg. Drop the back foot back a little further if you need to. And turn, revolve your lunge. Both hands to the floor. Step back to downward dog. You can pedal that if you want to. And let's find our plank. Chaturanga to up dog. And sit back, child's pose. Good. Bring your hands together on your mat and just set your forehead down. Take a breath and roll your head into the back of your hands or the front of your hands. And then I want you to just push back out of that. So we're just kind of rolling to the top of the head, push the shoulder blades down, and then roll back into your child's pose. Forehead on the floor, roll again. And we have one more. Very nice. Bring yourself up to tabletop. Take a breath. Good. Roll the shoulders out of your ears and sink into a nice deep cow pose here. Waking up the spine. Feel that core engaging. Take a breath and push up into your cat pose. Good. From here, take a breath, lift your knees. We'll go to downward dog. Push your feet down. Step forward with your left foot, halfway in with your right. Take a breath as you unhinge. And exhale, split your fold. Straight legs coming down over that front leg. Good. And inhale, step into parallel standing extension. So straight spine here, pulling the ribs off the hips. Take a breath and let the ribs fall down the front of your legs into your fold. And from here, we'll step back with the left leg. Come up to your high lunge. Take a breath. And we'll inhale and lower this down. Lower the hands. Exhale. Lift. Squeeze your legs. And inhale down. Exhale and lift. And down. Lift. Down. Lift. Down. Lift. And down. One more. Lift. And down. Bring that left hand to the floor. Reach through that lunge and revolve. Hand to the floor, step back to downward dog. Really try to get those shoulders to your hips. Imagine trying to put your underarms on the floor. Really push those heels down and bring yourself to plank. Chaturanga to up dog. And inhale back to child's pose. Clasp your hands, take a breath. Exhale and just roll into yoga mudra. And inhale back. And roll. And back. And roll. And back. And one more time, roll. And back. Walk yourself up to tabletop. Take a breath. Sink that spine. Take a breath. Exhale into your cat stretch. And if you want to take this into shell pose, walking those hands back, pushing back toward the tailbone just a little bit, you can. And we'll reset, tucking the feet, coming up to downward dog. Look forward, step forward with your right leg. Step halfway in with your left and unhinge. Take a deep breath. Now split your fold. Dive over the front of the legs. And step into parallel, standing extension. And let yourself fold. Bend your knees. We're pressing all the way up. Roll your shoulders and take a deep breath up. Bring the hands into heart center. Clasp your hands. And now you're going to take your thumbs and put them on your jaw and just gently push your head up. Really try to relax your neck and let your arms do the work here. Don't overpress. Keep your shoulders pressing down behind you. Just feel the front of your neck stretch. Good, release that. Inhale up. Take your left arm over to your right ear. Take your right arm behind you. And we're just going to gently stretch into the side of the neck here. And we're just going to take that to the other side. Good. Bring the hands behind you. Take a breath. Exhale from here. Sit into chair. Now with your hands behind you, you might feel like you can't go as low. And I just want to tell you that is okay. What I don't want you to do is what I'm doing right now. So to feel like I'm going lower, I'm bending forward. Keep your head up. Weight is in the heels. Should be able to kind of lift your toes with the balls of the feet on the floor. So we'll let this be our stopping point, okay? Take a breath, and on your exhale, sink a little lower into chair. Go back to your stopping point. Squeeze, just touch your fingertips together. Exhale and sink. Inhale and squeeze the back. Exhale and sink. Squeeze the back and sink. Squeeze the back and sink. Squeeze the back and sink. Feel that core. You got two more. Making sure those knees stay behind the toes and lift. Big exhale. Hinge that over and fold. Step back with your right leg. Let it turn. And we're going to come up to warrior two. Good. So that right leg squeezing long, straight. Left leg, we're thinking about getting the hamstring to the floor here. Make sure that this knee stays over the ankle. Good. Find your shoulders, line them up with your hips. And just enjoy some breaths here. And we're going to do a little bit of movement here. Feel free at any point to adjust your feet. I want you to take a breath Turn down the right side of your mat and grab your hands behind you. Now we go over, take the arms with you. Unhinge. From here, inhale, and we're just gonna sit down into our center in our goddess pose. Take a breath up. We're gonna go back to warrior two. Yes. Inhale, turn again. Grab the hands. Take a breath. Dive over. Inhale. Exhale and unhinge. Inhale up. Exhale, sink. Inhale and lift. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale and turn. Exhale, grab behind you. Inhale, take a breath. Exhale, dive over. Inhale, unhinge, or inhale rather, exhale and unhinge, and then inhale up. Exhale and sink. Push up. Exhale back to warrior two. Both feet turn. Might feel like you're getting longer here. Good. Inhale. And bring the hands down. Take a breath. Dive over. Stay there. Take a breath. Exhale and unhinge. Inhale up. And exhale. Sink center. Well done. Inhale up. Exhale back to warrior two. Take a breath right here. And sun warrior. Right hand to the back of the leg. Straighten. Pull that right hip toward the back of your mat. And we're coming to triangle. Try to draw a straight line between your hands. Really relax this breath here. See if you can open up the heart a little more toward the ceiling. Good. And bring your hands to the floor. You're in a lunge. Take your left foot, that's the one at the top of your mat, all the way up into three-leg dog. Push that right heel down. Stretch into the shoulders. Now come up onto the ball of your right foot and exhale. Pull your knee to your forehead. Inhale as you push back up. And exhale, drop your heel. Inhale, come up on the ball of the foot. And exhale, pull in. Inhale, lift that leg. Exhale, drop the heel. Inhale, come up onto the ball of the foot. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop the heel. Stay here, inhale. And now exhale, kick that left leg out to the side. Drop into your hip. And we're in a split leg up dog. So from here, I just look like I'm in up dog. But really my left leg is out there like a kickstand, right? Good. Pushing into that right hip flexor. Drop to the elbows if you need to. Take a breath. Right leg is behind you, so I want you to turn and look over your left shoulder. Good. From here, right hand is going to reach through. Drop to your right shoulder. Big toe hold if you can. And exhale. Open up to the ceiling. Supine, revolve, big toe hold. Some people feel this more in their hip. Some people feel it more in their hamstring. Some people feel it more in their back. Some people feel all of it. Just wherever you're feeling it, breathe into that. Good, release that. We're gonna roll to our bellies. Good, now, if you can use your knees if you need to, but we're gonna go to plank. So I'm gonna stiffen my body, engage my core, take a breath, and exhale all the way from the floor. Chaturanga to up dog. And we're just gonna come to tabletop here. Bring yourself up. Make sure the shoulders are right over your wrists. You're gonna extend your left leg. So that's the one that was just up in the 3-leg dog. And your right arm. And reach back for that foot. So tiger pose here. Open up that right shoulder. Push your foot into your hand. Try to look beyond the top of your mat. Great job. Release that step all the way forward with that left leg. Take a deep breath up. We're in a nice kneeling lunge here. Put your left hand on the inside of your left leg, and we're going to turn and touch that right leg. So counter revolving that kneeling lunge. You can stay right here, or if you want a little bit more, see if you can lift that leg. Of course, if this bothers your knee at all or anything like that, don't do this, right? Notice my posture, keeping that posture up. And release. Bring your hands to the floor. Step in to parallel. Take a deep breath. And exhale and fold. Bend your knees, lift your gaze. Unhinge and exhale into prayer. Take a couple of breaths. Inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold. And now you're going to step back with your left leg and come up. Now I've just turned so that I can face you, but we are doing the other side. So before our left leg was at the top of our mat, now it should be your right leg at the top of your mat. Good, find that warrior 2. So even though the right leg is bent this time, remember that in warrior 2, your weight is still equally distributed. You're going to feel like there's more in this front leg, and that's okay. But really try to get the shoulders over the hips and feel yourself centered. Good. Straighten, and we turn. Good. And if you're not facing me anymore, that's okay. You know this now, right? Grab behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Dive over to your wide-legged fold. Take the arms with you. Inhale in your fold. Exhale and unhinge. Inhale up. Exhale, turn those legs going Letting that right leg into warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, dive over. Inhale. Exhale, unhinge. Inhale. Exhale and sink. Inhale and turn. Exhale and squeeze. Feel the work those shoulders are doing. Inhale. Exhale, dive over. Inhale. Exhale, unhinge. Inhale. Exhale and sink. Inhale and lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale and dive over. Inhale, unhinge. Good. Go back to your warrior two. Good. From here, take a breath. Left hand to the back of the left leg. Exhale, right hand up. And straighten. Kick that hip away. Find your triangle. Remember, the bottom hand stays light. We're not leaning into it. Really relax the upper body. Let yourself open toward the ceiling. And turn to the top of your mat. Good. I'm coming back to meet with you all now. Take a breath and take that right leg up to three-leg dog. Right leg up. Now, roll onto the ball of that bottom foot. Exhale, pull your knee in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push the heel down. Inhale, lift the heel. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop the heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull in. Inhale up. Exhale, drop the heel. Stay here, take a breath. And exhale, come forward and split that up dog. Pushing into the right hip. Take a deep breath, and you're going to look over your right shoulder. And thread the needle, left shoulder to the floor. Reach for your foot. If you're grabbing your calf or something, that's okay. And just relax the body, open into that supine, revolved big toe hold. Relax whatever sensations you're feeling. Don't fight against it, just breathe. And roll to your belly. And again, if you need to just use your knees to plank, you can. Take a breath. And we're going to go all the way up into plank. Try not to peel your body off the floor. And chaturanga to up dog. Good. From here, find your tabletop. Good. Reach back with the right leg. Forward with your left. Take a breath. And exhale, reach back for that tiger pose. Roll the left shoulder open. Push your right foot into your left hand. Release that and step all the way forward into a great big kneeling lunge here. And of course, you don't have to do what you did on the other side, but we're going to counter revolve. So left hand to the back of your left leg. Nice big tall posture here. And you can just hold it here or add that back leg if you want to. Good. And from here, bring the hands to the floor. Step into parallel and inhale. Standing extension. Pull the ribs off your hips. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees. Lift through all the way up to mountain pose. And exhale into heart center. Just spend a few moments here breathing. Beautiful job. Take a breath. Exhale, hinge and fold. Good. Step back with your left leg. And now take your right leg up to three-leg dog. Now kick your right leg, the one that's up, cross your inner thighs and set it at 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Try not to squeeze your knees together. It's your inner thighs. Walk your hands back just a little and push your hips up high. Twisted down dog. Set your right foot back. Take a breath, and we're going to reach our left hand to that right foot. Look under that right arm. Take a breath back in your downward dog. Lift your right leg. Inhale, and bring your right leg under you. We're going to pigeon. You can stay up off the hips. That's your full pigeon. If you need to modify, you can reach back with that left leg though. If you really struggle with this, you can always set a yoga block under your hip here, or even just a pillow. Good. Engage your breath. Find the movement in your breath. Bring your hands to the mat, lift to downward dog, and then drop your knees. Inhale and sit back in your child's pose. Hopefully you're sitting back further than you were at the beginning of class. Reach those hands out. Good. From here, we will take the toes and tuck them. And you can go to downward dog and then lift your left leg. Or you can just go right up, lift that left leg. It's up to you. Good. Now cross the inner thighs. Put that left leg at 3 o'clock. I'm on the blade of my foot. I'm just going to walk my hands back a tiny bit so that I can push up into my hips. Reset your downward dog. Take a breath. And then take your right hand to your left leg. Look under that left arm. Take a breath, lift your left leg, and then bring that one under you. Good. Find where you need to be. Remember, both sides do not have to do exactly the same thing. Do what works for you on this side. From here, sit yourself up, and we are going to swing our legs to the top of the mat. Good. Grab on the outside of your legs and take a deep breath up. So I'm pulling my heart up. Now exhale and pull back. I'm going to release my hands and let my hands come to my knees, really curling my spine, almost like a cat pose here. And then inhale, pull that back in. And exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. And inhale up. Reach from the inside of your feet or your legs to the outside of your feet. Roll all the way back and open up the hips here, heels to the ceiling. Happy baby. Really breathe into your lower back here. Take one more breath in, let it out as a sigh. And let your legs come together. Open your arms. Exhale away from me. Inhale and look away from those legs. Bring yourself all the way to the other side. Find a breath. And then exhale and look away. Bring yourself back to the center. Extend your right leg. Take a breath. Grab those toes and pull your left leg to the floor. And bring the left leg up. Grab with those toes. And now push your right leg to the floor. It is not relaxed. You're pushing the heel down. Good. Release that. And reach your arms out to the side. Just take everything wide for a moment here. Now pull your knees in to the sides of your mat, or your feet in rather, and then let your knees fall together. Take your hands behind your head and clasp them. Now, lift your elbows to the ceiling. Take a breath. There is absolutely nothing happening in your core. Just lift your chin or lift your head off, pulling your chin to your chest. Your arms are doing all the work. Separate your shoulder blades. Feel as though your neck is falling to the floor. Slowly let the weight of your head bring you back to the floor. Release your arms. You can take your legs out to your rest pose here, or if you'd like to leave them bent, you can. Close your eyes. Get in tune with your breath. Keep your tongue on your soft palate or right behind your teeth, and listen to your breath in the back of your throat. See if you can count how long it takes to inhale, and then make your exhale match that. Notice that your jaw has relaxed. And release your hips. Begin to feel your body in contact with the floor. And wiggle your fingers and toes. And roll to one side. Spend a breath or two there. And then when you're ready, join me seated. Good. Once you're seated, take your right hand behind you. And I want you to imagine that you're setting it or try to set it on the floor right behind your tailbone. Good. Bring your left hand right to the center in prayer. Take a breath. Now exhale, reach up and lean back into that hand behind you and bring it down. Good. We're just going to stretch or switch rather. Left hand way behind you. Yep, just on the fingertips. Take a breath. Exhale, lift. God, looking at that hand and feel that big, tall spine lifting. Feel the stretch in the shoulders and come back down. Good, and release that. Both hands coming around. Inhale up. Push the room away. Inhale. And come back to heart center. And God bless you. Namaste. Awesome job, you guys.
Thanks, Kelly.
Thanks, everybody.
See y'all hopefully Wednesday and Friday.